Hey, what's going on, people, and welcome to something a little bit different. I am today going to show you guys how to make a Facecam overlay, because I know a lot of people decide to do streaming and stuff like that, and I thought if I show you guys how I actually make my Facecam overlays for streaming or just for videos itself, then it might be a little bit easier for you guys to know how to do it. I know a lot of people actually want to search for this type of stuff because it's something that they want to make it personal instead of paying somebody to make it for them. So I thought, why not do it myself? So if you do find this useful and you want to see more like this, then remember to like, subscribe, and I will try and do some more. But yes, I do have an Overwatch thing as the background. But for starters, we're going to use Gimp, because it is a free thing. You can easily make anything on Gimp. You don't have to have Photoshop, you don't have to have anything else. I know there's a lot of other things, there's like Pixar as well, or Pixeler, I forget, something like that, but I use Gimp. I've used it for years. It's so much more easier for me to do that. But to start off, we're going to do a thing for 1019 thingy, 1920 and 1080, because that's like the standard size for just like an actual screen is usually that, and if you make it that, it makes it so much more easier to use. So for starters, we're actually going to get ourselves a picture that I'm just gonna grab. I'm just gonna literally grab anything, or I might use one that I've used before. Let's use a face cam that I've used before if I can find one. So right here, we got this one. Yes, there is my beautiful mug being all serious and all that. But this is where I usually have my face cam. This is how I usually capture my stuff, which if I just show you guys, if I do it on my Elgato. This is my Elgato. This is how I set up all my stuff. We can just add in stuff. We can add in a face cam, just like that. And there I am. Hey, how you doing? Hi. But we can do this. We can just make it all fancy and all that. And I know, yes, it's a bit odd because it's on an angle for some reason. It's kind of gone weird. It's going to cropping mode to make it a little bit easier. So you can just crop it, you can make it bigger, you can just do it like that. So just get out of that and then just make it about that size. I would say about there, if not, but you can put it there, you can put it like by there, you can put it anywhere you like on your Elgato if you have got an Elgato. If not, then you can literally just measure it up. I would say you could just measure it up. I'm just going to get rid of my face though. Don't like seeing my face at times. So this is how I do it. If we just measure it up to how big our face is with that tool right at the top. So if we zoom in, make sure we get a little bit of it. Even if we make it smaller, we can make it smaller. But it makes it so much more easier to do it like this, because I can actually know what I'm doing. And if I can actually just go across, probably should have thought of this a little bit earlier. I just wanted to see the other side of the picture. There you go, there it is. So we can make it about that size, make it by there, and then we literally just copy that across. So we go copy, and then we can make it into a new layer. This is just how I make all my things. I know, yes, it's a little bit weird because look, there's my face again. But now we just put it exactly where we had the last one. Try and get it roughly the right place. But that's the type of size that we kind of want our things to be. So if we just get rid of that one, and then there's the type of size that we kind of want it. So I can just show you guys how big I usually have it. So that's the size that I would usually have it. You can have it any size you like, but I would say that's kind of more of an easier size to use, because then you could still get stuff around you. You can still get stuff to, I don't know, you can make it as big as you like. That means you can still see the screen as much, but this is how the size we're going to make ours. So if we start off with that one, now if we get rid of that, layer. I don't like having too many layers. I like having the right amount of layers. Now if we make a new layer, get our square thing. I'm trying to think of what it is. The rectangle select tool. Pick that one. Zoom into our face, and then we'll go for the smaller one first to make it a little bit easier. So that means this one, this square by here, and you can make these things any size you like, any pattern, anything like that. You can make it literally anything. So if you just do that, there's our layer. Now if we just fill it in with one color, to make it a little bit easier. There's the first layer. So there's a start, as I say. There is a start to that. Now, all we have to do is we have to now make it a little bit better in terms of that one. So now this is how I sometimes do this. So if you do the, trying to think of what option that was, the alpha to select thing for it, you do that one, you hide that layer, and now you just delete that bit, and that means that makes it transparent the whole way through. Now that bit can go behind that bit, and that bit can go in front of that bit. It makes it so much more easier to actually know how to create these things, and it makes it so much more better to try and do stuff. This is a newer way for me to do it, which I do want to try out. So if it is a little bit weird, I am sorry, but I do want to try this out. So if we add a new layer, now if we click the rectangle tool again, I am just making this as I go, really. So now we got to create another layer for our face cam, just like that, and then we can resize it, so we make it a little bit bigger, because we kind of want this frame to be a little bit bigger on that bit. And then we can instead, this is how I'm going to do it. So we're going to pick a different color. We'll go for light blue, because I actually do like using light blue at times. So that layer, paint that bit in. So that means there's those colors. So now if you put that behind that one, it kind of makes it a little bit 3D, but not as 3D as what we want. So instead, we go into cut down for this one. So now if we just do, I'm trying to think of what size we could go for. We'll go about there, maybe a little bit smaller. We'll try there first. We'll see what the thing is with the rectangle select tool. Yes, it's not going to be dead on accurate for everything, but we are just going to try this out. So if we do this, do that. Now if we just go, no, delete on that bit. I actually pressed the right layer. So now there's our thing, and make it a little bit more. Ooh, a little bit. That was just stupid of me. I did the wrong things. That's just silly of me, that is. Right, so now we can delete that layer. And then that's about right. So now if you put that one behind that one, it kind of makes it as like a double layer. God, I'm getting really sick of my face. Let's just colour that in all white instead to make it a little bit better. So that means we know where the colour is. Let's just do that. Brightness as well. There you go. Sorted. I just can't look at my face all the time. Come on now. Now we're going to try out some little effects to the colours, because we can't just have it as just plain colours. I will say you don't really want it as just plain colours. So we're going to go on to the blue one first. Get rid of that. Go on to the blue one. Now we can go for something a little bit different. So I will say download some, I'm trying to think of what type of things you can go for. Download some things like this, where you could just put that in, and there's like a background type image. There's a lot you can search for. It's so easy to try and find them. I will say that. It is insanely easy to find all these things. So we're going to use this. This is just literally just like a background image, and make it so much more easier to find stuff. So now if we do the alpha to select thing again, and then we just go trying to think of what that we go for about that one. Yeah, I think that's how we would do it. Yeah, that's how we do it. I completely forgot how to do it. So yeah, you want the that frame to go in front of it. Get rid of that layer. You want to hide it, and then you want to do the copy and paste thing again. So if we just do copy, then we just go paste, and then paste this new layer, and there is a frame for our thing. If we can actually get it in line. This is literally how long it takes me to make an overlay at times. Literally it is this long. So don't envy me for doing this type of stuff. We're actually might going to use that again for the black as well. So there is our colour. We can now get rid of the blue, so there's that one gone. Now if we just do that, make it a little bit better in that one. We can do it a different colour. You could go for we could try different colours. We'll go for like a red instead. See if we can use a red. Go for that. Red actually might work quite well instead of having a blue. You know, I'm used to having blues, but reds actually work. So you want to do the colour, you want to do the contrast, you want to make it vibrant, you want to make it stand out a bit, you know, if you get what I mean by that. Now I will say we're going to do the same for the black, but you know, we'll do the same for the black because it makes it a little bit easier for us to do it. So if we just do that, hide that one, do the alpha select on that one. This is literally all one take, so it's not hard to do it. It's very easy to do this. So if you guys do want to try this at home, it literally will only take a couple minutes for you to do all this type of stuff. Create a new image. Okay, that didn't work out. Why didn't it work out that time? Okay, didn't click that layer. Guys, remember to click the layers. It does work. I swear it works. There you go, there it is. You got to remember to click on the layers that you want to actually copy from. If you don't click on the layers, then it doesn't copy it. I learned that just then. So now if we move this to about where it should be, and we'll just move it if it will. Hopefully move it. Nope, come on now. There you go. That moved it. Alright, we've got to zoom in because I can't see where it is. My eyesight isn't that good. So, you know. Right there. Now, we're going to go for a black. So if we do the... trying to think of what we could do it for. We'll do that. Then we'll still go for the brown. Lightness. But there, saturate. But that, because you kind of still want some of the pattern, but it doesn't seem like we've actually got some of the pattern. It's got a bit of it, but not all of it. Just wanted to try it out a bit, that's all. Literally just try it out, because right now, get rid of that one. Is that white space? It is in the right place. Hey, nice one. Right now, I'm saying right now quite a bit. Let's move this. There you go. Now you can see where this thing is. Now we go make a blurred effect. Well, a shadow effect. We'll do it for the black bit first. So if you want to drop shadow, or you go onto filters, apply shadow, I think it is, or something like that. So filters, light and shadow, and then drop shadow. You do it by that. Go 0, 0. Then we do allow resizing, untick that one because it can stretch out your layers a little bit. So if we go for about 90, first one, we'll make it accurate a little bit there. And then if we look at it, we zoom in, see if it does that much to it. It does a little bit to it. And then if we do it again, but we go lighter in the opacity, go about 50, go to about 14, see if it does a little bit, it does a tiny bit to it. And then we do the same again, but we go very light, yeah, we go about 10, then you go about 24, or about 26, we'll go about 26, just to add a little bit more to it. As well, I might make the thing a little bit more black, just make it about that. There you go. Kind of looks like a frame type thing instead. Does look like a frame. It's nice to have it as a frame. Now, going to image. I did unselect the view of the red one. I'm going to go into image, merge visible layers, and then we're going to clip to image because that means it doesn't do what I said with the resizing. It doesn't redo the actual size of the actual canvas as a start. It will keep on having it as the full 1920 by 1080. It will always have that, so it makes it a lot more easier to have that. Now we got to do the red one, so we'll do exactly the same for the red. So we'll just do drop shadow, but for the red one we want it a little bit bigger for both the things. So if we go for just 100 or we go for like 95, I am literally just trying this on the go. Go for 14, see how it is. Yeah, it's a bit, yeah, it's alright, it's alright, I'm fine with that one. Then we go for about 50 again, then we'll go for about, yeah, 28, go for about double of it, and then we'll go for about 15, 14, doesn't really matter. I'll go for about 51. I was trying to get 50, didn't work out. Right, so that is the start of our face cam. Quite easily done like that. It makes the actual face a lot better as well, because then you can actually see it. I know, yes, I'm just doing it fast. Now I'm just going to add in one other thing just like that. Just something simple. You can add in anything you like. You can add in a YouTube logo. I will show you guys how to add in something like a YouTube logo or something. I'm just going to add in something fast by there. So that means, yes, it is a blue and a red together. Doesn't really matter. It makes it look snazzy. If that's even a word. Snazzy towards what our thing is. So if we go for small one, same as the black one. This is something that you just kind of want to just add as the after thing, because you don't want it to just be a box. You want it to be more. You want it to be something a little bit better, something that kind of goes for you. So if you make it something like this, it doesn't fill up the entire space. It kind of just fills up a little bit, not a full thing though. So it is a little bit better to have this. So if we just do that, and as you can see, that's how our face cam would look on a screen, which I will put it on a face cam to show you guys what it looks like. So I can just add it in, show you guys how to actually set it up on other stuff, because that's one that I used before. Let's see if I can find my YouTube logo. Where is it? Where's my YouTube logo? Where is it? There it is. So if we do that one, I know, yes, it's quite big. It's quite big. We just spread it down just like that. Boom, 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 done. Just like that. We might keep it red. It's tempted to keep it red, and we just do that. We're going to colorize it a little bit. Well, not colorize it, contrast it a little bit. Might be a nice thing to go for, because it is a little bit bland. I will say it is a little bit bland, so if you just put up the contrast a little bit, make it a bit brighter, you know. But if you do want it in different colours, you can just do it as different colours from a YouTube logo. This is one that I've just downloaded very fast, but I'm just going to keep it as that. And then we could just do that as well. And we do the same thing for the YouTube logo as what we did for our text and name, which very easy to do, very easy to make, and it kind of adds a bit more to your, well, videos or streams if you really want it, because this is literally all I have on my streams. I will say that's literally everything that I do for my stream. All of this is everything. So if we just figure out where all this ends, I haven't actually done anything towards that one, so if we get rid of that one, we've added all that together, so we get rid of that. Then we'll merge visible layers for this one. If we do the same for the star I actually did exactly the same way as what I did for the frames, which was literally, I got star, let's try and find it, where's the star? I know, yes, there's some 50-cent things there. I got the star, and I got that background, and just add them together, really. Literally just added them together. It's something so simple like that, but it works very well. And as well, you can add in more stuff if you really want to, well, this, I will say, you can add more stuff to this, where you could just add in a little bit more things. So that's like how it would end up like that. If I show you guys how to just add in something very fast, so we can just do that. Put in this, yes, it's very big, but we're just going to resize it, put it something very small, and then we're going to scale it down on both sides. So let's make it into like a strip instead. So let's scale it like that. And then we just colorize it. So now if we go for like a, we'll go for a red. Why not? We'll try a red. We'll try a red. This is something that's just like a little bit easy just to add in. Not really the hardest thing to do. But the more you just get used to doing like Photoshop, Gimp, whatever you use, the more it's easier to just understand how it works. I will say that, because I haven't just been able to just do everything that I make on this in an instant. It's just taking me a bit of time, and use stuff like this where it's just like a tutorial. But a lot of stuff that I watch for tutorial wise don't actually give you stuff like this, where you can just add in stuff like that. Just add in something very simple, just like that, to the little corner for where your face is going to be. Now, if we get rid of some of these things, so if we just get rid of the white, it's because the white is probably good enough for now. Let's see what that looks like just in the corner, just because we can rescale it. Oops, wrong layer, wrong layer. We can just rescale it. This time it fits the top corner instead, just like that. Just add a little bit more to it. Not really like full-on depth, just something a little bit better. Just add to it, so we can get rid of all the layers. And there is our face cam type thing for a small one, which that is pretty much all I'm going to do for today, just because it is a little bit easier for you guys just to have something like that. Something fast, something simple. Let me just save all of this. I'll just call it bloody anything, just anything like that. Save under images, done. And then just export. Remember to export as ping as well, because ping is an easier thing, or PNG is easier for the background because it does keep it as transparent. If you change it to FPEG, well, the bloody things that I use for all this type of stuff. So wait, come on now, show it off, show it off, come on now. Oh, it just came up just then. It just came up. It just takes forever. There you go. The well, JPG. So if you use that one, then it doesn't really work as well. So now, if I show you guys straight away on this one, if we just do add new layer, and then we go for image. So this is just something very fast. Where is our image? There it is, right there. I could just see 50 cents. So that is how it would look on the thing. Now if you just add in the face cam, I know, yes, you'll see my ugly mug again. There it is. You'll see that again, and then we will just edit this in. You can make it as big as you like for this one, I will say, just because it will make it a little bit better. We're just going to make it full size for the screen. I'm sorry, you really do get to see my face full screen on this one. Make it like that, undo that one, because for myself I've done it, that means it doesn't really matter if it goes over the sides or not. And as well, if you are using Elgato, remember to send our thing to back to make it just like that instead, and then remember to put this bit to front just to make sure. And for some reason it's gone a little bit dingy, but that's how you do it. If I just show you on mine, this is how mine looks. So I've got the little tally, the tally thing, easy to make, and then I've got something else by there which is just for Twitch instead, so it's just for the fold symbols and everything, so it just pops up with stuff on that one. As you see, it's gone full screen as well, and now it's gone little. So that is literally how our face cam is actually made. It actually is the same size, but it's a little bit stretched on this one, so bit annoying, but it kind of is annoying me right now. It literally is annoying me, but yeah, that is how you actually make it. Let's just get rid of that. Actually, let's just get rid of that. Do not save. Let's just get rid of that one. Let's literally just get rid of that. So that is how you make the Facecam thing, well, the Facecam sellout type of overlay for anything to do with Twitch or with YouTube videos in general. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Hopefully it was useful for anybody who's watching. I know, yes, I did go over it a little bit fast, so if you do need any help, then just leave it down in the comment section below, and I am welcome to help people. And yeah, I'll see you guys next video, so peace.